but we're gonna, next item on our agenda is 7:20, Mr. Andrew Marsh, Chairman of the Cultural Council, here to talk about the Cultural Council's Community Input Survey.
Thank you, Chairman Vos, members of the board. I come before you today to present to you the information and data gathered from the Oxford Cultural Council's triannual Community Input Survey as it relates to the Board of Selectmen. First and foremost, the results were varied, and there was no clear majority consensus for what kinds of programs our constituents wanted to maintain, indicating a wide variety of interests in Oxford. However, some of the suggestions that I think the Board of Selectmen could take potential interest in were town gathering events, outreach at the Orchard Hill neighborhood, events at the bandstand, and Native American traditions. The people of Oxford also cited their second most important issue relating to community culture to be neighborhood revitalization. They also said that they wanted more artists to hold more classes and workshops for the town to participate in, as well as wanting more art to be displayed throughout the entire town. In terms of particular population segments, our constituents indicated that they wanted cultural programs to be focused towards teenagers and families. Lastly, there was some commentary showing support for focusing cultural activity in North Oxford. In terms of how constituents get their news about cultural activities, the response was a little more depressing. The high number of responses coming from Facebook and word of mouth listed under Other in the survey. The town website, town hall, and cable access all came up at third place with 1 vote each, and nobody indicated that the local newspaper was how they got their news about cultural events. The residents of Oxford also indicated that the greatest challenges cultural organizations face is being able to recruit enough volunteers, indicating that volunteerism is down across the board in the town of Oxford. So what can the board take away from this? To start, I would advise the board to focus whatever efforts they can on neighborhood revitalization and encourage new and upcoming artists to hold new cultural activity like community gatherings and workshops in those revitalized neighborhoods, particularly in North Oxford and Orchard Hill. The board should also consider how they can make the town website and town hall areas where more people would want to visit more frequently so that it becomes a reliable source of information to them. Moreover, the board should work with Access Oxford to develop programming and news that gives people more of a reason to tune in at a specific hour so that it becomes a valued source of information to them. Lastly, the board should put as much effort as it possibly can to recruit more volunteers, since they support not only cultural organizations, but are needed for every town board and committee. All the information I've referenced and more can be found in the full report that I've distributed to you. I hope that this presentation was helpful and enlightening to you. I will now take any questions you have for me, and I yield back.
Excellent. Board members. Mr. Sapp.
Yeah, I just like to thank you for the time that you put into this. I read through it earlier this week, and I was amazed at the amount of work that went into this. So you should be congratulated for your efforts. And there are some good points, and I think the town, in its best interest, should look at some of these comments that you have put forward to us, because they are good comments. Thank you, Andrew.
So, other board members? Well, Andrew, I just want to thank you for coming. I know you're very adamant about moving forward some of the cultural council's concerns and shortcomings and things that we need to look forward to here in the community. No, it's not easy. There's a great amount of volunteers out there to lend a hand, so to speak. Everyone's kind of strapped for time, so but I think you've made some great progress in the short amount of time that you've been the chairman of the council, cultural council. So here again, appreciate you coming in. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to hearing from you again.
I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.